giving, caring, build community, sharing, showing.
Our Essex MP and MPP were at the Vollmer Center recently for a Community Services and Career Expo. We stopped by to find out their views on compassion and how they are working in our community. Take a look on this week's Countdown to Compassion Care Community Launch Week.
Important that Canadians are compassionate and that they reach out beyond their own home, their lives, their workplace, into the community to be a reflection of what the needs of the community are. And I believe that everyone really does have a strong compassion for one another, but in our busy lives we sometimes get derailed into things that we're working on our own. But it's so important that we are compassionate to others. And when you talk about multiculturalism, you know, we live in the most multicultural area, I think the third highest in Canada. So it's really important to learn about others, to learn about different cultures, to learn about different communities, the work that they're doing, and to really reach out and be there for one another.
Everyone shows compassion in their individual way. I try to do it in everything that I do. I do it in raising my children to show compassion. That's how I know I can affect the future, is to make sure that my son and my daughter know that they have a role to play in supporting their community and supporting their neighbors. But how do I play a role specifically is identifying and acknowledging what other people are doing. I have somewhat of a platform and I'm able to broadcast. That's what today is about, to showcase what other people are doing, the great things that they're doing. So I have to have a keen eye on who's doing that great work and make sure that I acknowledge it, promote it, and support it, either through venues like this, or in the legislature, or in law, to make sure that those organizations and those individuals are supported. What I like to think is unique about Ontario is that Ontario is known as being a hub of diversity and possibility and opportunity. Of course, some of our major urban centers are where people congregate. There are economic centers of the country, and diversity in cultures, diversity in economies, diversity in geography as well. The vast expanse of Northern Ontario and the resources that are available support other areas of the province in post-production and value-added economies. So you can have mines that are producing and extracting minerals that make their way down to to central Ontario to be processed, to be refined, and then to be turned into raw goods that or finished goods that make our way into manufactured goods in southwestern Ontario. So there's that supply chain built into Ontario itself that I think is pretty unique. Other provinces may have that, but I think we have it on a larger scale. If you look at the East Coast, certainly they're resource-based, oil and gas, the fisheries, the West Coast, logging and production there. But I think we've got we've got a lot of diversity in our economies, yeah. If you look at studies where they have, analyzed increases in minimum wage, the vast majority of them point to it assisting and helping the overall health of an economy, especially at a time when we see the income gap or income inequality being a larger gap. Then when that rate is accentuated and increased, then it takes a chunk out of that gap, and you see a resurgence of local economies, because those that we know and studies have shown, those who are low-income earners spend a lot of their disposable income. Actually, pardon me, they spend all of it. So if they have more disposable income, then that circulates around regional economies certainly a lot more. There are challenges certainly for small businesses too as well. So we have to be cognizant about, you know, increases that happen too quickly. And we have to ensure that all the other compounded pressures on those businesses are factored in. And if they are, you know, too much, then we have to be cognizant in policy approach to develop potential offsets that might help them make that transition to what we would hope is an eventual living wage, or you know, certainly a wage that is increased from what we see today.
Really what happened is that generally as a population, consumers, we have very little understanding of financial services, and we are generally sold products and services that we think is right for us, and it's generally not. So out of my own situation, when my husband passed away, I realized that there was a great need for people to learn and to understand how things work in the financial industry, make sure they have products that's really good for them. So that's, you know, the compassion comes there, and I focus a lot on women because, like myself, they are, you know, we tend to put ourselves last and we take care of everybody and everything else.
I work for an organization called Insight Advantage. We are an employment support service provider that helps those with disabilities find work. We are also a private career college and provide corporate training to those interested in corporations and businesses.
Big programs, we take care of seniors. So we do have programs where we call seniors, we have volunteers that will call them, also go to their homes and visit. And we also do congregate dining, where we bring them to our agency and they have a lunch and they have a social time with other seniors, with their peers. We also do, we're going to be launching a new program, Culture in the County, which will be open to all the residents in the county, to teach them about diversity and the different cultures, where they can learn about different countries, also experience some of their cuisine. And we also, our programs take care of all ages of the community. So we do like coats for kids, and we stuff stockings for seniors, and we have teen health counselors. We offer a wide variety of services.
We definitely do in multiple ways. With our own families, we offer, you know, the services that we offer, so like our therapy services, but we also offer social work and different help for families, because when you have a child with special needs, there's a lot of, there can be a lot of anxiousness and you know, nervousness that comes with that. So we help them as much as we can to navigate that system. I think another thing that we do is advocate for people with disabilities. So we're teaching our community about people with disabilities, and that they're really not that different from us. They might just need a little bit of extra help to do something, and we want our community to know and to be compassionate to those people.
That's it for this week. To find out more about our Windsor-Essex Compassion Care community, please visit our website at www.wecccc.ca. Also, you can join us for one of our launch events beginning June 23rd until June 30th across Windsor-Essex. From our Windsor-Essex Compassion Care community to you, thank you for watching.